And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Mike 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 54.
On first down, it's Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Now it's Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his rookie tight end. That's Irv Smith Jr. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan with a sack, the former first-round pick in 2017.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. The intended target was the rookie, Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He's got a man, complete. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they would.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. But this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Following the interception, Cousins, left side caught by Diggs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here come the Redskins now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 22, Haskins. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And just a small glimpse that Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart, yeah, even for a talented receiver. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and abundant. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Haskins to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So we come upon, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 41-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. First down. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Gun. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Cousins. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Bailey's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Redskins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Third down, here's Haskins. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Looking to throw, Haskins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Ready? 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
A first down throw for Cousins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
56. Mike, 56. 56.
Cousins now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. Get the sack. Touchdown. Get that quarterback.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 26 yards on the play there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Bandit, bandit.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 38, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and it's 3rd and short.
56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
To the air again. It's Cousins. He wants it all for the end zone. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Ready. Okay, go on. Right there in the middle. 55. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
56. Mike's 56.
Cousins here to throw. Smith catches left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this is caught at the 8. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's go. 56 to Mike. Hey, Charlie. Check 56. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check it hot.
Cousins to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 50 to Pittsburgh. Check 55 to Mike. Defense wins championship.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Redskins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Out to his left. Out to the left. It's complete to Dodson. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Right there, 56. Here we go.
Throwing here, Cousins. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the